Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Manhunter 2. Last time we did a bit more tracking, found some clues. Still don't know what all those clues mean, but anyway, there's actually something I forgot to do. I guess we'll have to get out of here again. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh crap. Well, luckily they're not like running after me anymore. So yeah, now I can get in the car, get out. And, let's see if I can open up my MAD. I want to actually go back to the doctor's house, because there's one thing I forgot to do. No, where was that? Let's go back in. And we have that, remember that urine sample? Well, we can actually get that, and I guess if it's important enough for him to put it in a tube, we should be getting it. So, press tab. You have an empty flask here that we kept. Yeah, I completely forgot I even had that. Didn't know we took it. Hope you cleaned all that acid out of it, because otherwise that might, do something to the sample. Remedy, it's urine. So let's just carry that with us. And now, guess what? More tracking to do. Remember how we saw those two figures come to the car barn, kill that one individual, and then leave? Well, I'm going to skip over when I get to that. That means I'm going to have to switch tracking to the second person on the first screen, then switch tracking to the third person that the second person meets up with, then switch tracking to the person in the car barn. Lots of switching around. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, here we go. So the guy we have tagged is in the cable car barn. Now, make a note that one of the symbols for one of the people that comes in is kind of weird. If you remember correctly, from the first Manhunter game, that is the symbol for Phil. For some reason, his signal tracks way differently. And also, we cannot tag him. He is untaggable for some odd reason. So that is something to note. We do know he's still working with them orbs, though. So that could have something to do with it. So there's an S. Perhaps the S stands for slave. Oh, okay, time for some tagging. Alright, so we tagged that second person there. So I think we can just skip this now. Because they know they attacked that guy, kill him. Then where do they go? Uh-oh, then they head to the doctor's house. And we know what happened here. So our tagged guy kills the guy on the table, while Phil kills the guy up there, looks like. Yep. And then Phil does his carving. See how he... Oh. Well, I guess we can just assume that he really quickly did the carving on the S before he left. And that leaves them where they died. And then Phil heads off that way, while his accomplice heads to a private club. Oh man, now we're gonna have to dodge dagger throwing guys again to get in there. Interesting. So it's a lot more zoomed in on this. A couple more targets, but I don't think there's any use in tagging them. So this person goes into the private club, and then target movement ends at that point. Alright. So, let's go to the club. We'll go here. I believe the club was north. Privet. Anything else I can look at around here? What the? Well, there's something in that trash can, but that's actually not relevant. That's just a little bit of flavor to the environment. Or maybe it's that's moving because of the oh, that's because of the water dripping on it. I see. Stay out. Hey, that looks like the guy in that dark tunnel that killed us. Oh, he's letting us in. Ow. He must not have liked your looks. Let's back to a few minutes before you made your fatal mistake. So apparently how we look is not appropriate for the club. So I wonder what would be. Please do not make me paint my face yellow, because that would just be the worst thing. Hopefully it's not because of the Asian thing. Okay. So there's actually nothing else we could do there. Now let me take a look at something. We should have another clue. Let's see. So we got that newspaper from, I believe, the doctor's office. And this isn't the thing. Okay. Let's see. Is it on the laundry receipt? No. ID card. Sorry, I know I have the things I need. No. I'll need to. Back. Oh, wait a minute. It's the letters, isn't it? Okay, this one doesn't even have a name. Why can I not find these things? Two. I know it's on one of those letters. Okay. So, on this letter, there's a name, N. Goring. And there was another thing we saw, and I don't know where it is, but it had the name Noah G on it. So, N. Goring, Noah G, Noah Goring. Let's look up that name. Noah Goring. There we go. Address, Montgomery Street. Age 54. You're an oldie. Genetic research scientist. Alright. So we should have that address now. I believe... scientist's house. Go inside. What's all this then? All these dates. Oh. Test subjects could not withstand unexpected dry heat encountered below. Orbs are angry, must not fail again. Subjects loyal to the orbs to be released in the Fisherman's Wharf area. Fisherman's Wharf, that's where that person went into that tunnel where we can't go in there still. Received orb directive. A better worker is needed in the harsh environment below. Humans tire and die much too quickly. But talents will finally be put to use. A glorious day indeed. So this guy's working for the orbs, and I believe I'm going in the wrong order of dates, but whatever. What have I done? I have been a pawn in their evil plan. They are almost there. I must save mankind, but what can I do? So this scientist was doing some genetic research and did some horrible things. Probably caused those mutations we saw. Eureka! After many failed experiments, the new rat dog human subjects appear to have all the right qualities. 100 are being tested below. Confidence is high. Interesting. Meanwhile. Hello. And it looks like they have their own kingdom. And some guy killed the Rat King, okay. And now he is the king, I guess. And it's Phil, of course. What is he planning? The rest call Phil King, and that's a bad thing. He came out of the sewer, now he has the viewer. Hmm. Well, how are we supposed to know that? Let's take a look outside and, Julius Castle. And a Coit Tower. Interesting stuff. Ooh. Got some matches. Adventure game characters always like matches. Comments to the authors can be sent to everywhere. Department MH2, Box 5204, Olympia, Washington, 98503. I doubt that's important. And there was something else there. Oh. I guess we can't grab that. We could only grab the matches. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I believe that is all we can do here. So, if you remember correctly, and this is one of those long clues, this is just like when we first had to figure out Phil Cook's name. There is another name that we should have figured out by now. So, remember on that letter that we found on day one, there was a Zach and another name that we already looked up, forgot it. Mick, I think, yeah, Mick Stone. There was also Zach. Now, he does have a last name. That scroll we got, it said West is our only chance. Believe it or not, that is supposed to be a clue of the guy's last name. So, without further ado, go to info, put in Zach West, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. 145 Jefferson Street, age 35, experiment volunteer. So yeah, just like Mick Stone. Interesting. So let's get out of here and go to his address. If I can find it. Let's see, I think it's this way. There's the cable car barn, the temple, doctor's house. I really guess it's scene of the crash. I believe it's up here. Wax Museum. Yeah, he lives at the Wax Museum. By the way, I've been wanting to do waxworks on this channel, but not sure if that'll be anytime soon. It's a creepy game. Hello. Oh, you're not real. An old weathered wax figure. And interesting that he has a fish whose shape looks very, very familiar. Ta-da! Yeah. So we are now in a wax museum. January 2002. Two planets unite. And they can travel in those same ships that the orbs can. Oh, and there's Earth and the Moon. To help the people of Earth. So I'm guessing, for the good of all. Guessing that this is, orb propaganda that they created in this wax museum. The end. Interesting. Okay. Next. Conquest, July 2002. Earth welcomes its friends with open arms, with few exceptions. Its people gladly accept orb rule. So yeah, those two planets uniting, there are two different kinds of orbs. The one-eyed orbs that we saw in New York, and the two-eyed orbs with the angry faces that we are seeing here in San Francisco. So they didn't just arbitrarily decide to change the design of the sun. They are two different orbs from two different planets. But they seem to be working together to conquest Earth. Remember these robots from the last game as well. Jeez, all these bodies. Hmm. A typical American family. Life on Earth is improving each day. The benefits of Orb Rule will be apparent to the people of Earth very soon. What does that mean? Let's take a look around here. A very typical American family, I'm sure. Thanks, Obama. No. Oh, we can climb to the tree. Oh, Zach's house. Because, yeah, remember Zach said Zach's supposed to live here. Hmm. I don't think there's anything in here. But oh well. I think if you come here at another time, you'll actually run into him. I might have to try that out and see if I can run into him earlier. Yeah, okay. So, believe that's it. Yikes. And, oh, let's just do this. Cannot travel? Oh. Ah, now we're outside, I believe. So where do we go next? Or not. Okay. I've had sufficient time. Report suspect's name. For name 1, Noah Goring to Zach West. File being processed. Return home immediately. Wait there for further orders. Exactly 11 minutes later. We get to our newly acquired home and sleep in our nice hammock. Attention Manhunter, human on the sign at Ghirardelli Square. Investigate. Okay. So before we end off, let's see what happens. Okay. Ghirardelli, isn't that the chocolate? So we have two individuals here at Ghirardelli Square. Going to an alley. Must be a ladder right there, because he got up into the roof. The other guy's just chilling down there. What the? Is that Phil? Well, if we can't tag him... Oh, we can tag the person, I think. That person is killed on the sign. There's a big fight down there. So that wasn't Phil because we could tag him. If it was Phil, they wouldn't be having us investigate the murder that he did now, would they? Hmm. Target signal lost, tracking terminated. Okay. Interesting. So, what exactly happened there at that sign? Well, we will find out in day 3 next time on Let's Play Manhunter 2. Thank you for watching and have a good day.